Tubes.
Hey guys. We are getting the streams up and running. It'll probably be about 15 seconds. Let me see. We're almost there. Getting closer.
Are we there? Are you? You were there. You're just.
Hey everybody! I was wondering how long it would take for Jacqi to say something.
You are a dork.
Hey guys, welcome. Tonight's going to be fun. We're going to be putting some color down on Marilyn Monroe's face, and I'm really hoping you guys can give some ideas about that. And
oh yeah, and I'm going to go over and look at all the people's comments that gave suggestions.
Oh, cool!
And
yeah,
so some really good ones.
Oh wow, that's awesome! Yeah, so we're gonna read some of the comments from Facebook today, but also, if you have some ideas in the chat today, I'd love to hear it. But I'm gonna be working on the painting that we started last time. So if you're just if you didn't catch Thursday's show stream, you can go back and you can see us working on this thing right here.
Hey. Well, Kylie Sykes joined us, says good evening, John and Jacqi, and Sheila McComas has joined us and says good evening.
Well, hey Kylie, hey Sheila.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Awesome, guys. Ooh, let's see, I got my paints way over here. So, I am really excited to get working on this painting.
Yeah, you've gotten some. Mike joined us and wrote meow.
Well, hey, Mike. Perfect.
So you've gotten a lot
time for you to be here. Perfect.
You've gotten a lot of traction on this. It seems like when you involve the celebrity, beautiful women paintings, you tend to get some traction on the socials. So
I'm distracted. I've got a beagle on my foot. Chip decided to pay us a visit.
Oh, you might be able to hear a little jingle.
Yeah, you probably can hear it. It's funny. In the studio, we have a doggy door in the back that was for the dog that I had when we first moved in here. Anne, she lived to be 17 years old, and she was my little painting partner from all the way back to when I first started painting. And so we have a little doggy door back here. And we closed the main door, that way just for sound for the other part of the house, because Jack's watching stuff. Brooklyn Nine-Nine in there right now. Nine-Nine. And so the only dog that can get back here, unless they're back here when I close the door, is Chip. She has free access, because she can actually use the little doggy door in the back. Yeah.
Well, Barbara Brands has joined us, says, hello, I'm here and full of anticipation.
Hey, Barbara. Oh, I'm terrible when it comes to social media, but I did notice, I think it might have been on Instagram, but it seemed like you were moving and grooving when it came. You were asking about it was something about photography work, and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool.
I saw a cool post where she was breaking into Photoshop and doing some really cool art. So
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So you've gotten quite a bit of suggestions on the colors. Do you want to hear them? Or do you?
I do. I sure do. Here, maybe. Here. Let's look and see where it is. I hit my easel.
You should move it to the left, like 2 or 3 inches.
I was wondering, gosh, you know what? I don't think I can.
Okay.
It's on the tripod over there.
Oh, it's all good.
I might be able to move this.
No, you're all good.
Okay.
Anyway, so is this pretty much all the black that you had planned on laying down, and now you're moving to color, or did you have more black to do?
This is all the black.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm just going to start adding in color. And the color that I was thinking about adding, guys, is like a sort of the light washes and, a little opaque, but, adding in, some washes and things like that too, so that you can do a lot of tints and really get some variability with the color, which is something I think might be fun. I think a lot of times when people paint, you use all opaque color, and it's hard to get bright colors sometimes. Because you start mixing them, and they'll gray out, or they'll brown out, or they'll gray, they won't be all that interesting or bright. So on the Marilyn, while I'm working on it, we can go through some of those colors.
Nice.
See how to keep them bright.
Well, speaking of Marilyn's, my mom has joined us and says, "Hey guys, anxious to see the colors you choose."
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
And Kylie said, after I sent my paintings last time, I forgot I have more that are framed. Would you guys like me to send those?
It just occurred to me. I can move the whole canvas. I don't have to move the easel.
You can move the. Yeah, you're good. Right there. No.
Back.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yes, Kylie, if you want to send more, we would love to share. In fact, we have my mom did some really cool she does pet portraits, which are fantastic, and oil, and they're realistic and awesome. But she did one specialty one that I want to show, so we'll show that one in just a bit. Aaron Chalk has joined us, says, "Hi, John and Jacqi. Excited to continue watching the painting evolve."
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping this will turn out.
I think this is a cool one because it's one that you're just going to work on for the live show, so that never happens.
Yeah, and there's no tight rope or anything.
Yeah, there's no timeline where somebody's like, "Oh my, we need it."
Yeah, so I know. Hold it. No net. That's what I mean. If there was no tightrope, they would just be like you're just pushing somebody off the ledge. You want a tightrope at least. You want a chance. And just throwing people off buildings. But I sure hope you learn to fly. No, there's no net. So I mean, I do paintings, for nonprofits, and I do talks and for businesses and things. And then a lot of times I'll do a live painting. And those live paintings, you never know, are they going to work out or are they not? I mean, they, knock on wood, they've always worked out. But you never know. And it's usually because I really think about it. But something like this, you never know. And that's kind of fun. Oh,
speaking of workshops and all that, we had a really cool workshop on Friday.
Yeah.
We can chat about. Well, hey, before we go into like what we've been doing for the last few days, because I swear they blur together at this point. I think I'm just tired today, but the whole days, everything's blurring together. Okay. Do you want to talk about do you want me to tell you the suggestions?
Because that way I can start putting it down.
Okay, so anybody out there that's watching now, if you have suggestions on colors, holler. I'm going to read what other people commented on the earlier posts from today, and then John is going to do his thing. So
and I'm going to start laying out. I'm going to put out white because I know I'm going to need white no matter what. And I'm going to massacre some of these names. Charmaine Bartlett said hot pink and neon chartreuse. Oh, hot pink. I like that. Neon chartreuse. That's sort of a green. Nice. I like that.
Karen Teeter said blues for the cat's fur and her eyes.
Ooh, yeah. That chartreuse is kind of a yellowish green.
Nice.
Use it for fishing lures a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Jamie Rochelle said pastels and glow-in-the-dark highlights.
Ooh, nice. I like that idea.
It would be cool to do some UV.
Yeah, I don't know if I have glow-in-the-dark paint. I probably have body paint, like for a project or something, but I know I have UV paint.
Yeah, I'm surely we have glow-in-the-dark paint in this abyss of paint we have. Salvatore Simpkins says purple and yellow cat. I love that. That's cool. And let's see, Amanda Platt said teal, and Robin Helig said crimson. Let's see, Carl Kelso said purple cat with neon green eye. Magenta lipstick. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And Mike said calico cat. Too often we see animals that only have color or with a smidgen of color elsewhere, but the calico cats are really beautiful to look at. As far as the lady goes, I love brunettes. which he has told us before on the show.
It's a thing. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is it's Marilyn Monroe, and
right.
And she's usually a platinum blonde, I want to say.
Yes. So. Veronica, this is a good one. I like this.
But yeah, brunette. You know, you can always get crazy and get. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't sway too much. I would no. I wouldn't make her a brunette. I wouldn't do that. Okay, Veronica Armstrong says, looks like Marilyn Monroe, black cat and red lipstick for her. The black cat will make her beauty mark white and blonde hair pop. I love that. That's an awesome idea. Yeah. Charles said you should play Cat Stevens when you paint it. And let's see. Magelli says a different perspective, all different colors. So you got that. And then you've got just a couple more. Let's see. Malice says the cat looks like a Russian blue, so gray fur.
Oh, I love Russian blue.
And bright green eyes.
My parents used to have a Russian blue we called Phoenix, and her best friend was a Siamese named Rodin, the sculptor.
Oh, that's cool.
And I had a calico named Moses. It was a neat cat.
That's nice. Well, Ruth said reds for Marilyn, blues for the cat, the brightest blues you have. And Missy said, I see blues in the cat. Kimberly said dark for the cat. And then I think that was it. So there's your suggestions. Oh, Kylie said red lips.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of red for the lips and whatnot.
I like that. When I first imagined it, I liked the dark for the cat with the pop of the eyes. Like the cat dark. And I really like the idea of the green eye but I imagine she had blue eyes. Maybe she didn't. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't think she was a natural blonde, so I don't know.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna start putting in some color. So I don't want anybody to worry, because the way that I do color is, if you've seen some other paintings, is I start to block them in. So the color that I put down first isn't necessarily the last color that's going to be put in that area. It's just sort of getting the shapes right more. So sometimes they're even used as an undertint. But I'm going to use some yellow and right here. And the main reason I'm going to use yellow right here is because I already have some gray there, but it's a sort of a transparent yellow, so you'll be able to see the gray through it. And it'll be an easy color to change later if I want, or to shift it towards reds or oranges or other colors or pinks and all that. So but it's a nice color just sort of start with, start getting fleshed out a little bit.
Nice. Well, Melanie McNally joins us and says lime green, purple, and teal. Ooh. And Janet Gray says colors tonight. So yeah, John's putting colors on it. And Lorraine asked, will there be prints for sale on the website?
There will be. And this is the first painting I've done on the live show too that isn't a commission, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I can do it at my own speed and all that, so we can just do it for the live show, and I'm not trying to, and I know people, I feel bad about saying that because I know, some of the commissions I've been working on, and I do them at my own speed too, because I want them to look a certain way, and I actually have a couple that are going to be going out this week, commissions I've been working on, and but I've just been tweaking them, and and it's, sometimes you get some paintings and you kind of want to sleep on, you want to work on it. Cezanne was a painter that used to do that quite a bit, where he would work on a painting and then he would need to take a little bit of time and kind of see if it kind of gelled a little bit. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while that works with me too. I have to work on it, and I have to is that working? So I don't know. And then there's other paintings where it's more like a Van Gogh sort of thing, where it's bam, and it's just done. It's wow, and if I did any more to it.
It seems like the more intricate the request or description, especially when it comes to people portraits, the longer it takes. But it is a lot of tweaking it, sitting on it, tweaking it. I mean, for example, John's been working on this one portrait for a while, and I mean, just the other night we kind of both looked at it and had to intensely sort of reassess everything and figure out what is just slightly off about this, because
yeah. Every once in a while, like, and that's one of the great things. Like, every painting I do, I try to challenge something. Like this painting, I don't know what colors I'm going to do for the face. I don't know, and I'm going to try some different mixes to see how it works. But like the one painting that I know I did live on the a live stream back a little while, and I still have it. I haven't shown it in a while, but it's a commission, and it's a girl playing the drums, and she actually came in and did a sitting, and it's a really, really wonderful family, and so anything like that, I've redrawn her face like 4 times. I've gone in and then whited it out and done it. And then I showed them once. And even when I showed them, I knew it wasn't quite right, but I thought, well, maybe there'll be feedback at least.
Yeah.
So then I went in again, and now I like it. Like, it's really, really, really close. I'm going to be finishing it in the next, day or 2.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I think, and I was telling you this the other day, I was like, anytime, you've had a couple of commissions where they wanted drums, and drums are really tricky. It's like a weird pose of the body. You got horizontal drums, but a vertical person, so the composition tends to be a little weird. And so, with this one, it wasn't even, in the end, her face looks fantastic, but, you have her hand, and hands are, the most difficult thing to paint.
Hands and ears, I don't know.
So it's like the hand, I think you went over maybe more than the face.
Yeah, that's true. I redrew her face 4 times, and the hand, I don't know how many times, and yeah.
But I'm looking at it right now. It's right in front of me, and I'm stoked. I think it's almost there. It's 99.9% there. So.
Yeah, it's just the little bit of colors here and there, to really make it pop and all that. So that's cool. But that's one of the hard things. So it's and of course I'm doing a portrait right now of Marilyn, and by the end of it, because I called it Marilyn, it needs to look like Marilyn. If I didn't say it was Marilyn Monroe, then it'd be if it's oh yeah, it's an attractive lady or something, it could be anybody. But once you name it, once it's a person, it needs to look like that person.
Yeah, well, and you need. It looks so much like her in this painting that you can't not paint her. If it wasn't going to be her, it needed to be It needed to not look like her.
Don't dare me.
Well, Anna has joined us and says hello, Jay and Jay. So,
hey.
And with a lot of cat emojis.
Well, hello, A, from Jay.
So
I feel like we're all Men in Black agents.
Hey.
Hey, Agent A.
Cool.
Except we'd both be Agent J.
That would be confusing.
Yeah.
And Jack. It would all be confusing. Anyway, so let's see. This last Friday we had a interesting workshop that we could talk about.
Yeah.
It was the Texas Workforce.
Oh, Commission. Yes. Yes. It's funny.
Again, the days are a blur.
Yeah, we've been. I almost dropped my rag. Yeah, that was really cool. It was the one with the bags?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of virtual sort of talks and workshops, and then doing interviews with stuff and meetings, and then interviews and podcasts sort of stuff. And after a while, all of it is distinct. Especially this workshop, because it's the first time that I don't know, maybe it's ever been done. It's the first time we've ever done it, and I don't really know anybody else doing these workshops, so it's probably the first time it's ever been done virtually.
I was gonna say, did we toss what we did?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should keep it to show.
Yeah, you did say that, and I was like, I'm the worst. I have to throw everything away that's not immediately usable. But
yeah, and so but it's really this workshop we did. We do workshops where and they're for anybody. You don't have to be visually impaired or anything like that. But it's a workshop that really engages all of the senses. And Jacqi did a really cool thing. So this is a workshop that we've done all over the country. We've done it in major museums. We've worked at the Dallas Museum of Art for over 10 years now. Doing these types of programs where you stimulate all of the senses. It's a multimodal, multisensory program. And Jacqi put it into a bag, we're something that can be sent to someone, which is cool. Because always before it's been this big thing, but she condensed it all down to where every sense you have activities and all this, and And so, and that's really cool. You know, the thing we're doing for the library too.
Yeah.
Would be oh my goodness, guys! If anybody's doing homeschool or whatever, or you want to just do something for the census, or if you have a child that you want to do stuff, it's completely free. And but we'll link to that, or we'll tell you guys about that in a minute.
In fact, on the socials, on your social, we posted a link to, I think, last week's library where we did the tasting, because we both painted Hershey. Then I think we shared it with everybody. But anyway, so the one that they're posting this next week is sound. That's right.
Is it? Because we just did sound.
Well, I know, but they get it. We have to do it a week ahead of time. So they posted one today, and we're gonna share it on Wednesday.
So today was probably touch.
Yes. Or taste. I don't. We work ahead, so I'm so out of the loop. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we will share on social what they've posted today.
That's one of the senses.
Yeah, and then we just filmed the listening one. But yes, John's right. I mean, these are really fun. They're just silly, and they're just
like I'm doing the Joker over here right now.
They're just like
I'm using such bright colors. Like I thought I need to be really careful. Well, so I'm gonna end up, like green hair, and she's gonna be pulling a Heath Ledger over here.
That would be questionable. Well, Linda joined us and says, I remember when you did Jim Morrison, and his eyes definitely popped.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
He had like a really light colored face too with yellows. Anyway.
Wondering how I got these scars?
You don't want to do a Harley Quinn. You don't want to do that.
Hey, Mr. J.
Anyway, so so these anyway, so the sensory videos, we'll.
I guess we are a little tired. So sorry for a little punchy, guys.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah.
My glasses of wine have gotten bigger and bigger tonight.
I'm so sorry, but yeah, this workshop though. Jacqi has done it where it could be sent, and so it's Texas workforce, but it's mostly it was people who kids, we call them kids, but the teenagers, and probably like 20, 21 is probably the oldest.
Yeah, late teenagers.
Yeah, late teenagers. So you're in high school, you're leaving high school, you're going into college, that sort of thing. The best group of people, they were diving in.
It was fun.
And the cool thing about this is that we sent them a kit, and then we're all on not Zoom, but something like Zoom,
it was Google Teams.
Google Teams.
Microsoft Teams. It was Microsoft Teams. It's Google Hangout, right?
Yeah,
Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, which we never used before, but worked great.
Yeah.
And so. Everybody in this particular group that we were doing, this class was visually impaired, or had some other disability. Yeah. But the majority was visual impairments, and then some others. And then, but it was so cool though, because the way that Jacqui did it was we just went down the list like we're gonna do hearing, so we did like a music sort of painting exercise, and we did taste, and everybody had like a little pack of jelly beans in their thing, that they could open up and try, and everything's individually packaged. Everything's like very very COVID minded, we had wipes, we had all kinds of stuff in there, and
the great thing about that, which is a little different than what we do here, is because it was Teams or a form of Zoom of sorts, is that it was interactive. So even though I think there was like 19 students, they would chime in, and we could ask them, what did you paint, or what color did you see when you tasted that, or whatever. So it was still very interactive. So that was really cool. The only thing in this, it was cool because it was kind of a learning experience at the same time, because it's a whole new world, people.
Yeah.
So we're not doing workshops at the museum with giant groups of kids. So it was a learning curve to send them the packets, understand how to pack it, send them instructions, write all that up, and then walk them through it. And so for me, I'm usually like the logistical person in this tag team we've got going on. And so for me,
let's just call it what it is.
Just be honest. So for me, it was a little bit of like reassessing at the end of it, kind of like, well, what would work better next time? Because we had to send the textures with the paints separately so that they'd mix it, and they wouldn't dry out in the mailing process or the delivery process. And so it was fun, and it worked out great. I think the kids enjoyed it, and people got stuff out of it. But again, it's a bit of a learning curve. So, but I think what's cool about it is people with like and this is kind of on the business end for us, is like people that don't have the budget to bring somebody out to conduct a workshop and pay for travel and do all of this. There is like other options to, have it done virtually and stuff. So, we're always thinking about that sort of stuff. But
yeah.
Well, Carlos Silva joins us and says, I admire your art like you have no idea. I bought 2 shots print and at the Deep Ellum Festival, and we'll be buying an original one from you soon. So thank you.
Thank you so much for liking the artwork and
joining us.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. This is these live streams have been so great. Just being able to talk to people. It's been brilliant,
what's funny about the live streams for me is because we work from home, and then on top of the COVID, we now don't go out and stuff. So the live streams almost are like the only thing that act like the 9 to 5, like put you in check. Like, okay, you got to do. Okay, we get our jobs done, but the live stream is like, okay, we have to go into the studio, and we have to straighten up, and we have to get the cameras ready, and we're not just on our schedule anymore.
Yeah, and I kind of paint right here, so it's nice. It's a nice little check. Like, it's like Monday, Thursday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday. All the other days sort of start going into the thing, because every day my agenda is paint as much as I can. That's sort of like that's what's on the agenda. Just paint as much as I can. Yeah. But then on Monday and Thursday, it's like, we get to chat with people. This is awesome.
Switching it up. Well, speaking of that, let's do, while you keep painting, if you don't mind switching over some of the stuff. So, I wanted to show everybody, because a couple weeks ago, and you can go and go to my mom's piece of art. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about texture and touch in art and pieces that involve that, and then again, some people Valerie had sent us some work to show, and she had some serious texture. So this piece that you guys are looking at was done by my mom, and so the fun thing about my family, we switch it up every year, but for Christmas, because we're all a bunch of artsy nerds, we'll tend to do like. Our gifts aren't bought, they're created for people. So my mom did a portrait of my brother's dog, Max, who's passed away. But did it all out of washers.
Oh, is that what this one is? Oh, cool. Yeah. That's cool.
So there's like the whole piece and then a close-up of it, but it's a portrait of Max, which is was a white boxer, and
best dog. Oh my goodness,
super cute and sweet. And so she did it all out of washers, so it has this really like cool textural quality to it, and it's just awesome. So I think that's a great example of you don't feel, boxed into your typical art medium. You can do art with anything.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah.
Hey. Well, let me say, Barbara says, Jacqi, even before you mentioned your wine glass getting bigger, I noticed it looked like you were drinking out of a wash tub. Okay, the deal is that
wash tub.
Well, I put ice in my drink, so I'm going to say the ice is melted, so it's mostly water. I'm going to go with that. That's my excuse.
I'm drinking all the caffeine. I've got a glass of tea.
Yeah.
And I got a cup of coffee.
You are drinking all the caffeine.
Man, it's the last few nights I haven't been sleeping well, and then just getting up. Like today I got up really early because I woke up and I was like, well, might as well go to the studio.
Yeah, I usually sleep pretty good, but last night our 12-year-old woke me up and crawled into bed with us, and he's a thrasher, and it's awesome.
Oh, well.
Anyway, no, I remind myself that there's going to be a day where he doesn't crawl into bed with us anymore, and that's what I'm telling myself right now as I'm about to fall asleep. Okay.
That's true. Yeah, that's.
So,
I don't know. He could be 30 years old and Well, it wouldn't surprise me when I wake up and you're like, Jack? Hey, Bubba. I
just watched this really scary Netflix show. Do you mind?
It'd be him, his wife, and his 2 kids, and they're all in there like, I wish that we'd come by for the weekend. They're like, oh.
That would be so weird.
I hope when he's 30 that we have that kind of relationship where he's coming around and we're seeing them all the time. That's the only thing I hope.
That would be cool. Well, I mean, he'll be... Yeah, that'd be cool. So Barbara says, whatever helps you sleep at night. Okay, so Alice Wershing has, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, has joined us and says, hello, I saw you on the show the other day. I'd love to know about your paints for making tactile images at my school. Oh, cool.
Yes, and actually, well asked, by the way, and it's very timely. I actually have a video, and we're doing the what's it called? The captioning? The closed captioning. For right now. But we should be putting it out in the next couple of days. And it goes into all the mediums that I use for paints and stuff. So I show them, and I really go into them. And we'll be putting that on right here on Facebook. Yeah. And on YouTube as well. And of course my website, it'll be, I think everything links over there or something. I don't know. Facebook and YouTube are probably the place to find that.
Okay.
And so don't worry about the website. But
so on Facebook, yes, we'll post all that stuff, and then with the videos, definitely YouTube. All of our videos get housed at YouTube.
Because I mix different mediums, and sometimes I use jars. Like this jar here, it was an ink jar, but that's not what is in here anymore. It's I've added. Give me a second. Oh yes, it has this medium, and it has like you can get different acrylic like liquid pigments and different things. So I mix different things in them to give them different feels. So this I have to shake it every time I use it because it will start to separate. Other ones don't. Like this one. Don't have to shake it every time. It doesn't separate for some reason.
I will say, Alice, if you would like, send John an email. It's bramlet@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that you get a link to all that, as well as we actually did film the entire workshop we did on Friday. It's just a one-sided film, like you just watch us. You don't watch the interaction with the kids, but it walks through everything we kind of do. So it's long because it just taped the whole workshop, but it's a really cool lesson, and I'm not sure, like, some people aren't going back to school, so I don't know if your ISD is going back, but us doing it virtually is kind of an exercise in how to do it with your kids if you're trying to do things virtually. You know what would be really good are those Durham, the videos that we're doing for the library in North Carolina, the Durham County Libraries. Yeah. It's a series of different videos, and they're only about 10 minutes each, but each one goes into a different sense. But the one on touch, though, I really talk about like how I use the methods from Eagle, and we show it. Like we actually go out and I travel a little bit, and that video is maybe 15 minutes long. But they're really great videos. Like we were mentioning earlier, like if you're homeschooling right now and you want to give like maybe like a little art program to your kids, this is one that you could do that's completely free. Everything we use is so easy. It's stuff you can find around the house, and they're like 10 minutes long. To watch, and then you can do the art stuff. So each one, like if you watch the video and did the art, it would probably be like 30 minutes, half an hour. Yeah. You can make it last longer if you wanted, or you could do it. You could add your own things or do different things to it. But each one explores a different sense, and and it's like this. It's like what we're doing now. Like I won't say it's the greatest video quality or anything like that. We're just us. But I will say, I think it's really cool. It's something that I would do with my son, Jack. Like, it's stuff that we enjoy, and it's stuff that we think is really interesting and fun. So, Yes. That. Fun. Yeah. But well, she says cool. And sorry, that's a long answer for your question. You'll never ask anything again, will you? You'll be like, holy crap. John's a talker. I'm a talker. Chapter 2 about you. To answer your question, Chapter 2. 20 minutes later. Yeah, really. 2 hours later. She says cool, and I can't wait to share it with my office. I'm at a community college, and cool. I have one student. I'm a maker of sorts. He's taking biology remotely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool. And then my mom says, I use the melted ice excuse too. Now you know where I learned it.
You come by it honestly. Yeah.
There you go. This is mostly water.
Mom juice.
That's what Jack calls it. It's terrible.
Oh, do you want another slide?
Yeah, so obviously with every show we try to switch it up, try to quiz, talk about something random. So I was like, whatever, I stumbled on a rabbit hole of weird things on Amazon that are available to buy, which I'm sure people out there have seen these, scroll on your Facebook where you're like, what? And they actually sell it. So I thought, let's revisit this. Let's get a better understanding of why and talk about it.
And I have no idea what you picked or anything, so I'm kind of curious. I knew that it was gonna be Amazon weird things. That's all I know too, guys.
Some of them aren't terribly weird, but it's still questionable. But let's go in. You can go to the next. You can go to the slide. Okay, so this is dill pickle lip balm.
That seems like that would make your lips pucker.
Or the person you kissed. I don't know.
Wow, that would be weird. Yeah, give somebody a little smooch and be like, pickles?
Be like, that'd be a first impression you'd leave.
Yeah, gosh.
That is on sale on Amazon for $11.95.
Wow, that's expensive to make your. You could just eat a pickle, I guess, or you could rub a pickle.
I don't know. That's high in sodium.
Yeah, that's true. What would be a really interesting lip gloss like flavor that would be different, but would be interesting, you think? Because hey, did you remember the movie Michael with the guy that flies planes and he's in real life he flies a bunch of planes.
Oh, the
John Travolta. Gosh,
yeah, I was like, he doesn't fly planes in that movie.
Yeah, he's got wings.
He has wings. Why would he fly?
Yeah, that's probably John Travolta's real dream is to have wings like Michael. But you remember in that movie though, whenever he would walk by like ladies,
he smelled like cookies.
Well, yeah, whatever made them feel like nice and warm and accepted and all that. So he might smell like cookies or bread or
every dude's dream.
Yeah, so I mean maybe so I wonder what lip gloss would be, like. I
don't know, it's weird.
Anyway, I don't know. That's a thought.
Well, Barbara Brand says, I'm going to friend her. She sounds like my kind of people. Speaking of probably my mother earlier.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was thinking whenever this COVID stuff is all over, anybody in the area, we should have a meetup, guys.
Yes.
That'd be fun. And Marilyn, I must say, not only is she like one of the nicest people that you would ever meet, and I'm not just saying that.
She knows how to party. She's
brilliantly nice, but she sings karaoke, like an amazing. She has big group of friends, just sings karaoke. She knows how to hang, people.
She knows how to hang.
I can't sing karaoke.
Break out into some German lullabies that will make you go to sleep.
Otto Lichtenstein. Yeah.
Okay, go on to the next slide. Let's do this.
Okay. What is this?
What do we got? Oh, this is a book on Amazon called Dancing with Cats, and it's literally a woman on the cover in a weird jumping position that a cat would be if it was like trying to jump for like a red dot or something. But let me just say, this was the beginning of the rabbit hole. The reason why this struck me is, and you probably can't see it on the screen very well, but in the small text on the front of the book, it says, from the award-winning writer of Why Cats Paint.
Oh, really?
I know. It's like,
wow.
And then this is how this all starts. And then I click on this on Amazon, and I'm like, what? This is ridiculous. And on Amazon, they give you the 3 suggestions of what people have bought together, like this item and then the 2 other items. One of the other 2 items that people buy often with this book is how to talk to your cat about gun safety.
Wow.
I mean, you can sell anything. It's so silly. Anyway, this thing is $13.22.
That's interesting. That's
weird.
Wow.
It's
so
weird, man.
I mean, I've heard of goat yoga, and I kind of see, well, they're balancing and dancing with cats. So, gosh, I wonder if you can get them that interested.
Well, I imagine.
Maybe if you hang yarn from your fingers, like.
Well, I don't know. I know nothing about this. It sounds nuts. Okay, we can go on to the next one.
I would imagine it's more of the cat laying down, just looking at you, with the like kind of like you're crazy, with a half bored look while you're.
The more accurate book would be like napping with cats.
Yeah.
Okay, this I find hilarious.
What?
Okay. This is a Nicolas Cage sequence pillow.
Oh.
The deal is
Nicky Cage.
Okay, the deal is with these sequence pillows. John, you may know this if you've heard about it, but like when the sequence is one direction, it's a solid color and it's really pretty. Like this one's red. But if you rub the sequence the opposite direction, you start to all the sequence flips back over and you see an image on it.
Oh, no, I never heard of that.
Okay, this has been around for probably a couple of years.
Really?
I guess I never thought to share it with you. But what's funny is like it's a red pillow that's all shiny and sequency, and then when you rub your hand the opposite direction, it starts to reveal Nicolas Cage's face.
Wow.
But what's disturbing
about
this...
Is it just his face?
Yeah, what's disturbing about this...
So his face is off.
It's just his face.
Face off.
Yeah, it's like the movie. It's like they took his face off like that movie and stretched it around a pillow because it's just pink with the skin. It's just weird.
The other side should have John Travolta. Another John Travolta
that would be
film.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, actually. But what was so odd about this thing I found was, and I saw this and I was like, oh, that's, I've seen those pillows before. It's not that big of a deal. And then I was looking at other lists, and on every sort of weird Amazon product list was a Nicolas Cage product. Like lots of different pillows, all sorts of different weird things. Apparently, he is the celebrity to get on odd things.
Wow, that makes sense. He's different.
Well, Linda says my granddaughter has several shirts with those sequins.
Oh, cool.
I know Jack was pretty obsessed with them. I didn't buy him any because it was one of those, like, it's an impulse buy a lot of times when you're walking by the register and it's like, I want to play with it.
How much was this? Do you remember?
It was $24.95.
Wow. I almost want one. just because people would rub it,
Be like, what is that?
Yeah, and not never tell anybody. Just wait for somebody to discover it, like on a movie night or something.
Man, there's no shortage of Nicolas Cage pillows out there. It is really surprising.
I wanted to have a movie night called Uncaged, where we just watch Nick Cage movies. Cage movies,
but they'd have to be absurd ones.
Yeah, well, it's the gamut of it. It's like you could have a good one, or you could have it like a Raising Arizona, where it's funny and it's crazy, classic. And then you could go into like some of his where it's just I don't know, gosh.
Yeah, it's
a gamut.
He's got range, as Jake Peralta would put it. All right, go on to the next one, please. Okay, so this is baby hand candles. Basically, it's two baby hands, just kind of like reaching up, and they've got wicks in them.
Wow!
And they're just baby hand candles.
Well, that seems odd to me because you burn them,
That's why I thought this was a little weird. I was like, is it in front of some witchcraft stuff? I don't know what's going on.
Burning the baby.
Yeah. So this thing is these are $15. I could see this being like a good Halloween thing, it's like creepy Halloween.
Yeah, $15 though. That seems expensive.
That was the other thing. I was like, that's a bit much.
Gosh.
So anyway, you can go on to the next one. Okay, this is disturbing. This is called a hand squirrel. Basically every one of your fingers has a part of the squirrel on it. So your middle finger has the head, and the two fingers next to it have the paw, the top paws, and your thumb and your pinky have the bottom paws. So it's basically just it's just a squirrel.
That sounds weird.
So weird. It's called the hand squirrel.
So it sounds like what you would need is like a furry glove or something.
Yeah, but there's no fur. Once it's only on your fingers, and it's just the little like appendages in its head.
Wow.
It's weird. And it's
I wonder what you would do with that.
$6.50. I would imagine.
Maybe be a good back scratcher, because like all the little fingers.
Creepy man. I could befriend our squirrel out on the dining room window.
Wow.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
What's the next one you got, Woody? Okay, this might be the last one. This is called what are these called? Handy pants or hander pants? I can't see it. what these are fingerless gloves that just look like underpants.
Oh.
So.
I don't know. I have no response to this.
So if you have like a biker friend in your life and he wants some fingerless gloves to look cool, but he doesn't specify what kind.
Oh.
These are the kind to get them.
Wow. So you mean a biker like a motorcycle bike,
right?
Like
as a joke.
Like a leather, like the leather wearing. Like,
get them these.
So it's like tidy whities, but for your hands.
Yes.
Wow.
What's funny is like I read some of the reviews on this and people were like legit like these are great. They're my boyfriend had these issues and he wears them and it's like
wow.
Past the point of like receiving it, do you actually wear them?
You know what? Maybe you would wear them underneath, like if you were wearing other gloves. Maybe you wear these underneath those gloves.
I don't know.
To protect your hands, almost like you do underwear with pants. I don't know.
Maybe it's a new thing. Maybe it could be a new thing. It's like, especially if it's cold outside. This would be like doubling up in winter.
Yeah, maybe it'll get to the point where if you're not wearing these, that it's like going commando in your gloves. And people are like, ew. I don't want to shake your hand. Have you been going commando in your gloves?
Oh, that's weird.
You made
it weird.
I mean, it's like, you're going hand commando? No way. Gross.
Anyway, so I think that was the last one. But there is no shortage of weird things on Amazon.
You see a manager calling a person into his office. Well, Bob, I'm sure you know why I've called you in here. I've been hearing you've been going hand commando in the office all day long. Oh,
they look like, if you're not paying attention to where like the seam is, they almost look kind of like golf gloves.
But we know they're not.
But they're not.
Hand commando. I love that.
Anyway, there you have it.
I love that. That's so much better than just saying bare hands. Are you holding that with your bare hands? Are you holding that hand commando?
There you go. That's how you should do that. I like it.
Oh, I like it too. Maybe it's the lack of sleep talking.
It probably is.
Boy, this week is going to be interesting, though. I think we're going to start working on that giant. We would have already started working on the really big painting, the mural outside, but we keep getting like chances of rain, and we can't let it get wet at all. So any little chance, we've been having to wait. So.
Yep.
But Thursday we'll get. Actually, Thursday, guys, we're going to be coming on a little bit early.
Yes.
Because we're going to have to be outside at the time that we normally do this, because it's so hot during the day, and then during we'll be outside working.
Yeah, like we definitely want to go live Thursday. We'll switch it up a bit. I want to talk about, because it's July 30th and it's the ADA's 30-year anniversary. I want to talk about some intriguing stories of people that maybe flew under the radar but were monumental in getting that passed.
Oh yeah, we talked about doing that today, didn't we? But...
Well, yes, but I want to do it Thursday, so we may go on a little early, maybe even like do it kind of willy-nilly in the backyard, I don't know, and just talk about some of that stuff, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
My mom said, give John some wine, he's giddy.
Oh my goodness. I'd be flying high if I had some wine.
You would. Goodness.
I don't drink wine that often. I like wine, but I just don't drink it that often. But I always drink it whenever we go to Shakespeare in the Park, which of course we couldn't go this year.
Yes.
Because of COVID. And this was going to be such a phenomenal year for Shakespeare in the Park, because there was going to be Midsummer's Night's Dream. Much Ado About Nothing, which was my favorite Shakespearean comedy.
Yep.
And then there was another one that was really good, and I can't remember what it was, but next year, maybe they'll just do it next year.
Well, tell me about
what I'm doing.
Yes, because you got the camera completely on your painting.
Oh, you know what? Did I?
But that's good.
Okay.
I mean, but that's cool. I mean, yeah. Tell us about the colors you got going on.
Got butterfingers over here. Well, okay. So there's a lot of yellow on the hair and the face and all that. So that's gonna have to change, because her hair and her face are going to be the same. But right now, I'm just sort of blocking in, just kind of getting an idea for different colors. And then on the kitty cat, putting a little purple and a little bit of blue. And basically what I'm just doing is just blocking in some of the colors a little bit. And all this can change, guys. So all the colors that everybody said, all of that is still in play.
Man, I'm excited to see like the if you're gonna make the cat's eye pop.
I'm gonna try to. I would like to. I would like for that to happen. Yeah, so I'm just adding lots and lots of color, and one of the reasons to block something in like this is that I want it to have more dimensionality. Mm-hmm. And if you can go in, one way to do that is to go in with black and whites like grays, and you can really kind of. We did a little bit on Marilyn's face and the cat a little bit, where you have some darks and lights, but you can also do that with colors, using light colors and dark colors, and you can always go in and change it later. It's a little more difficult doing it with color because whenever you do washes and tints, the different colors will of course affect any color going on after that. But you can always, there's ways of controlling that too.
Nice.
Up.
And there you have it.
I need to get a haircut, guys.
Yeah, you and Jack both. Raggedy Andy's over there.
I was thinking maybe tomorrow or Wednesday.
Whatever, man. You make your appointment. Tell me what's up. Oh, Andy has joined us and says, "What's up? You are late to the party."
You are late to the party.
Like, real late. You're going to have to hit rewind.
but welcome.
Yes, thanks for joining.
And doing some crazy painting.
We talked about, he said, sorry, late to the party. We talked about Max and Mom's piece of art that is hanging in your house. So,
yeah.
Towards the beginning of the show.
Actually.
As well as how most of my drink is water. So.
Actually, here, let me show.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So there you go.
That's nice.
That way you don't have to rewind unless you really, really, really want to.
Oh, he'll rewind. We're that entertaining.
Yeah. I'm sure. This is all anybody watches all week, right? You just keep replaying them over and over.
Right?
Why are you laughing? Oh, I could not laugh either. But anyway. Well, this is going to be a good week, though, guys. I'm looking forward to it.
So, you're going to paint on this on Thursday.
Yes. And we're going to talk about, ADA people.
Yeah, some interesting. I posted on my Facebook yesterday an interesting story about a 12-year-old that was part of, the movement with the ADA, and so I'm excited to talk about other people.
That's cool.
Andy said, I could have sent some better photos. Didn't know you were using them for your show. Aw. It's all good. They look good. It's cool. We get the point across. It's all good. But, again, if anybody else wants to share their art, send it over to john@bramelet@gmail.com, and we will be sure and share it with the crowd.
Yeah, for sure. And here, let me show this. I'm one last time. And I'm probably about done for right now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So right now there's a lot of yellows, but remember I'm just blocking in the painting. So all these colors are going to change. I'm just doing it with color instead of doing it all with black and whites, like in grays and stuff. So instead of doing all the blocking in the different tints and different shades using gray, I'm just using color to do it. And that'll be nice because it'll help it be a brighter painting later. And get to play around with some color. But right now it's a bit disturbing, I would imagine, because her face has a lot of yellow and her hair has a lot of yellow, so it probably looks very similar.
Well, it does, but it doesn't look disturbing. It kind of looks nice. I like it.
That's nice.
It's coming along.
Well, I'm glad I didn't disturb you. That's good.
So is it going to be hard to not touch this painting till Thursday?
Yes. Well, no, actually, I have so much work to do in the studio.
You do.
That it probably won't be that. I mean, I'll want to, but I have so many other paintings to work on.
Yeah, you got another one for, what is it? No barriers. So.
Oh yeah.
You were gonna do another wheelchair composition?
Yes. Yeah. I believe that's what the gentleman wanted. But I don't know.
Well,
exactly what. Yeah,
maybe we can share those drawings. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So anyway.
Cool. Ooh, and I'm going to start a painting on the Denver skyline. Or not start, but I'm going to work on the painting of the Denver skyline some more. And
yeah, that'd be cool.
then drummer and the palace and the other things and it's a lot to work on. But it's so great though because, it's the thing I hate is being bored. Like I hate being bored.
There's no being bored. I mean, I'm cracking the whip over here, so.
Yeah, I haven't been bored in a long time. I mean, which is
You're
good.
welcome.
I mean, it's one of the nice things about art. Like, if you have a creative endeavor, it doesn't have to be a career or profession or anything, but if you have something that you love to do and it's creative, you don't have that many bored moments because, there's always something you can go and mess around with a bit.
Yep.
Yay.
True that. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. We'll wrap it up for the evening. John's going to paint on that again Thursday. We're going to go over some wacky things. We may do it a little earlier on Thursday, so just be aware if you see the notification come across your Facebooks.
Yeah, we may start at 6 or 7 on Thursday, but we'll definitely let everybody know.
Yeah. So. But
we'll figure that out. We're not sure what time we need to start, but we'll figure it out. It's all because of the mural stuff we're having to do.
Yeah. So, be sure and share us with your friends and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff.
Well, thank you guys.
Thanks for hanging.
See you later.